Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another video on Avalon the Game. I know, I'm sorry. It's actually been a long time since I went ahead and was able to create a video for Avalon. Just a lot of personal things going on. Actually, full transparency, it's actually the first time in a while I've been able to log in, unfortunately. Again, personal things, but we are back and we are jumping in game. I wanted to go ahead and do a long overdue video. I actually tried to do this video a couple weeks ago, but had some issues with the recording itself. They kept pausing and stuttering, and the quality wasn't worth it. So I ended up not going ahead and releasing that video. Oops, excuse that. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of redo the video, show some of the updates from the beginning of October all the way through the time frame now, which is mid-November. There's been a lot of changes. There's a lot of stuff coming up. It's really going to be a jam-packed with in-game updates, and also I have some sneak peeks that have never been seen before outside of certain areas in the Discord that I've been allowed to go ahead and show you, both of new NFTs and also some clips of beta that's coming out here shortly. So that's going to be something that's going to be pretty cool to go ahead and see here. The first thing I wanted to show you, and this is a big update as far as the game goes, the claiming of houses has changed. Before, you had to go ahead and buy your NFT on the secondary market and then submit a ticket in the Discord to claim your certain location of the house, and it would take a little while for the team to go ahead and process that, which is all manual. It's alpha. What do you expect? It's not all automated yet. There's no surprise there. But what they've done and gone, what they've gone through and done, is they have automated the process. You can see in front of every single house, this happens to be one of my houses in Carl's Landing, that there are signs now. If you go ahead and click on the sign, you have the option to go ahead and claiming the house. If the house is already claimed, obviously you can't claim it. But if the house isn't claimed and you have an NFT that hasn't been used yet, you can just go ahead and click claim property, and it'll go ahead and grab it, assuming that the NFT that you have matches the type of house it is. So for example, you can't have a hut NFT or a small house NFT and try and claim a farm. It has to be farm to farm, large house to large house, and so forth. If you don't have an NFT, but you want to go ahead out there and get one, you can go ahead and click on one of these, and it'll take you straight to the secondary market. And you see Binance is on there now. There's IMX is also going to be joining the fun here, already listed on there. So expect some NFTs there too. So that's another blockchain that they have moved on to. So all you have to do is go ahead and claim, and then that house is yours. It simplifies the process considerably. You can go ahead and touch base with them to see any customizations down the road. That still has to go through the normal ticket process. Another thing that's new within the houses, if you haven't seen it, there's a whole lot of new decorations, but I've done that in past videos. But you can now go ahead and lock your house. Before, there was no chance to lock it. The only thing you could lock was the storage chest that no one else could access. Now you can go ahead and lock your door. So either no one's allowed in your house, or you can kind of designate certain individuals that are allowed to come in your house and everybody else is locked out. In order to do that, you're going to see in here, this is the storage. You're actually going to see a number of changes in here, and I'll talk about the other one soon. But home access. You click on that, you can lock it, you can unclaim your house, you can add certain names of people that can go ahead and access your house. It's a nice little addition. Again, some more automation, making it more mainstream style of a game, which is great to see. In addition to that, in your inventory and also in your storage, you're going to see the look is a little bit different. The UI is shifted a little bit, looks a little cleaner, looks a little nicer. You got your nice little drop area down here where you can drop things, but you can see your stats too. You can see each of the items that you have equipped and the bonuses that come along with it. So you don't have to hover over the icon and try and compare the two. You can just go ahead and see, this is what I have here, and those are the bonuses I have. So it's a nice, again, ease of life UI, just simplifying some things. and making it easier to use. So that's been added to the game, which is another bonus that you have there. In addition, and this is another thing that was added probably a little bit ago. If you go to settings, you can actually change the skin. If you're playing the Templar or one of the other characters, you can go ahead and change the way they look. The Inquisitor and the Templar are in there. Eventually, there will be additional ones in alpha. Once we get to beta and you actually have the characters that you're going to go ahead and use, they'll look like that. But as far as alpha goes, you can go ahead and make adjustments. For example, I'm using the Templar. Maybe I want to take a look at the epic. You see I changed here. I lost my cape. Maybe the legendary. I still don't have a cape, but it has a different armor. Or I can go ahead and use the mythic, which has the nice flowing cape when you're running around. It just looks like a beast. And just clicking through here, the helmets are similar. You can't see the Inquisitor because I don't have the Inquisitor equipped right now. But that's a new addition just to get some differences in the looks out there, because it's just a nice addition that they have added. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other items that have been added to the game. As you all know, Halloween, for those of you that celebrate it, just happened recently. And the Avalon team or the Danu team went ahead through the process and decorated for Halloween. Not only decorations, but also some events and some drops and some items that you can go ahead and collect as you're going through the game. So let's go ahead, and I just wanted to show you a few things. If I run up here to, again, I'm in Carl's Landing right now. I'm going to run up to 2 locations, and I'm a little biased on the locations because they're mine. But they're decorated pretty cool, especially for Halloween, because there's a whole bunch of jack-o'-lanterns that go along with them. It looks just really festive, and I'm curious what's going to happen around the holiday season. As you can see, I'm getting closer. You can see the jack-o'-lanterns are dancing. There's pumpkins along here, and there's a few more jack-o'-lanterns that are up here that do move around. And if you're not familiar with it, this is the new forge. They actually added a number of things in Carl's Landing. There's a forge. There's now a temple. There's also the stables is new. They essentially turned Carl's Landing into a full village. Before, it didn't have some of those additional features, but now it is a full village. Here's another area that has some decorations to it, and they have it spread out all throughout Avalon. Again, some jack-o'-lanterns here and pumpkins here that just show you some cool approach to it and some cool things to it. One thing I did forget to mention, if you're not familiar with it, they added also some new items to the forge. So I'm going to run down here and going to go ahead and show you those. These are getting ready for winter and getting ready for some of the new areas that will be released shortly. So let me go ahead here, jump off and show you the new forge. These are all items that you're familiar with. They have been in the game for a little while, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, they now have silver ingots. You can go ahead and mine silver now, not just iron, but silver. And silver have some use cases in the future. We'll just hint at that. Can't tell you what they are yet, but there's going to be some use cases for these silver ingots, both from an armor perspective when you're fighting a werewolf, and some other things, again, that I can't say right now. The dark metal ingot, that you get those from the raids, the dark metal, and you can go ahead and make that. These are 2 of the new items. You have the Frostbane cloak and the Shadowfang cloak. So those are going to be used in the cold areas. If you don't have a Mythic Templar, or you don't have that NFT that makes him impervious to the cold, these are some other options that you can go ahead and use. They don't have the frost protection that the NFT or the mythical has, but they'll help. They'll help down the road. So that's some of the new items that are in the forge. Let me actually show you. There's actually a brand new village also available that I didn't show in the past. So let me go to the portal, which is over here, and show you the new village. That's actually for the Blue Ocean Guild, but it's a really cool location because it's right on the cliff. All right, so we are up here at the portal, and the one thing you can see with the portal is the fact that they have the owners' names on there, which is great, a great addition, so you can see who owns each of the portals. And I've mentioned this before, just about every single business in Avalon is player-owned, or will be eventually player-owned. So that's a neat thing. If you go ahead and click on here, you can see there's a brand new user interface for the portal. So it makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot nicer to see. You can actually go ahead and see the owner up here now, the revenue for the portal. That may or may not change as far as access to that, but at least for alpha, you'll be able to see it. And then the local tax rate that goes along with it. The new area that we're going to take a look at is called Oceanham Bluffs. This is really a guild-owned village. It's right on a cliff. As you can see, as we jump in here, they have jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. Again, decorated nicely for the holiday or for Halloween. Again, if you celebrate that. As far as the layout goes, there's some nicely designed houses. Down here you have the center, which has the fountain, and again, it's decorated nicely. And it's right on the cliffs as far as the location goes. And I'm probably going to get stuck over here. But you can go ahead and see the cliffs off to the side, and I'm stuck. I knew that was gonna happen. One other thing I noted while I'm running over here to the cliff is the fact that there is going to be eventually on the bottom middle, you see there all the hot bars. Eventually, I think they're going to be adding a horse to that as far as a slot goes, where it's a whole lot easier to pull them up. And you'll also see some marketplace here. That's this is new with one of the new recent updates. Essentially anything that you can't get from the forge or from a mill, you'll be able to get here from this location as far as materials goes and things like that. Plus guild storage will be available. I think I did a whole video on the temple. Plus you can take a look at the new temple here. It's got some ivy growing on it. That's a pretty cool addition. The moat that's around it. And then let me go over here to show you the cliff, and then we'll go ahead and jump to some of the other items. You see a windmill over there. There's houses that are kind of lining the cliff here. Just a great job. Just a really, really good job by the team, both from a design perspective and just the look of it all. And I know the look of it's designed too, but you know what I mean. So those are some of the big changes as far as in-game. There's a whole lot of other things if you go and explore. I don't want to dive too much into those because I don't want to give locations away. One of the big things that they always say is as far as searching and experiencing for a new, they want players to go ahead and experience. But I wanted to show you the new village, some of the new aspects and UIs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of game now, and I'm going to go over to a browser so I can show you some of the stuff that's coming here in the future. These are some of the sneak peeks, some of the things that you have to look forward to, in addition to everything I've already showed you so far. So give me 1 second to go ahead and jump over to that. All right, we are here. This is one of the first sneak peeks. As you're aware, there's a number of horses in the game that you can get from the stables. They cost some materials to create the stirrups and all that, plus some coin to go ahead and get the horse. You have the ability to go ahead and breed those down the road. But there is now a brand new horse that's going to be coming into the game, and it is the first elemental horse. This is the Earth horse that you're seeing on the screen right now. Again, a sneak peek from the team. And what this, there's going to be some special characteristics that go along with this it can only be used by certain characters, things like that as far as the elementals go. So this is the first one that's going to be coming. I don't think it's in game yet. If it's not in game yet, it's going to be in game very shortly. So you'll be able to go ahead and get those. In addition to that, there's a few NFTs that are also going to be new in game or already in game now. It is, for example, this one right here, the Headless Horseman helmet, which gives you 15% physical damage plus damage reduction. So it's a really good one. It kind of compares or competes with the Titan helmet. The Titan helmet doesn't give you the bonuses like this, but it gives you a very critical feature that doesn't allow you to get knocked back or pulled in. So it'll be interesting to see who and when people use this helmet compared to the Titan's helmets, because certain bosses will knock you back, others won't. So there's definitely some benefits with this, and this is going to be an NFT that gets you can go ahead and sell on the secondary market. Before we jump to some of the other news, I did want to show you that there is a Medium article out there that shows the rest of the other two NFTs that are new. You have the Great Sword of Avalanche, which can be claimed as far as the PvP merchant goes. That's where you go and get all the gold feathers. In addition to that, there is the Kraken necklace, and we'll go ahead and show you this. Right here's the Kraken necklace, which happens when you it's one of the things that drops when you are conquering the Kraken Island. And like I said, the Headless Horseman, that's from the store of Horrors. Is part of that gear. Let me go ahead and scroll down and see if there's anything else in here. So those are the other two NFTs that are available. In addition to some of the, for example, the Shop of Horrors and some of the other items that are in the game, the witches have become a big part of the game as far as they are scattered throughout the map. Plus, at midnight every night in each of the villages, right around the fountain, a witch appears, kind of just to kind of haunt and keep people from just sitting at those fire pits all day long, or I should say all night long. So they play an important role as far as witches goes, and something that's right now the witches drop brooms, they drop keys, and in the future, in the very near future, they're actually going to start dropping potions. We don't have a lot of details around the potions other than the look of this potion right here. What they're going to do to help you out, we're not quite sure of those details yet, but they're coming. 3D potions will be dropping at times when you beat witches. So those are now going to be available, or they will be available shortly within the game. So hunting witches is going to be a good pastime. Instead of them hunting us in town at midnight, we're going to go ahead and hunt them. Which will be a fun addition to the game. They keep adding different layers to the game, which is awesome to see. And now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to show you a few sneak peeks at beta. One of these has been circulated a little bit. One is brand new and only available that I saw in one channel on the Discord, which is a limited channel. But Marius gave me permission to go ahead and show you in the video. So I wanted to show you some more sneak peeks and some more looks at beta as it's coming out. First, the dragons. This is a clip of the dragons in beta. They're going to have a brand new attack style, and they can go ahead and, as you can see, they're fighting each other. You got the ice dragon that's shooting, and then you got the fire dragon shooting from the other side. So there's going to be a lot of PvP battles in beta once these are live, and it's a lot better functionality as far as the attacks go. Now, granted, the body designs of the dragons may still adjust a little bit, so be aware of that. But the attacks are new, and it really emphasizes more of the PvP style. You can also see in here, you got the knight in here, which is not currently available in alpha. So that is down there also. You also get the Viking over here. So, and the rest of them are available. And I think that looks like an Inquisitor there. And I think that's a Templar. Yeah, it's a Templar over there too. But the couple of new things that you see in here is the attack styles of the dragons, and you see the knight down here. This next one is actually pretty cool. This is actually a clip of action film from the beta. If I go ahead and click on here, this is actually going to be a Templar fighting one of the, I believe it's one of the zombies, I think, that's in the Lich. And you can see that. Check out the graphics of this. This is insane for a Web 3.0 project. You don't see this around. And I can't stress that enough. You have games, and I'm not, Mirandus is an example of that, where it's supposed to be this cool fantasy style game, but the graphics suck. And then you get Danu Games and team rolling this out as part of beta. This is insane. This is going to be really fun. I can't even stress how excited I am for beta and to actually see it live. I'm excited for that. The weather features that they have along with it. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it 1,000 more times, so I apologize if I'm becoming a broken record. I believe, and this is my personal opinion, that Avalon is one of the best chances, if not the best chance, for a Web 3.0 game to go mainstream. I know there's other big name options out there. I understand that. But what the Danu team is doing with what they have is so underrated. It's ridiculous. I hope you're starting to see that as I continue to try and put these out there. I have the personal issues that I mentioned before kind of going away. So the nice thing is I'm going to be doing more videos around Avalon again. So I apologize again for the lack of those recently. I know I had a few people that reached out and asking what the heck's going on. But we're going to be coming back into that here shortly. I appreciate your patience. Go ahead and down in the comments below, what's your favorite thing that's coming out here for Avalon or that has recently come out? Are you playing Avalon? If you aren't, why not? Just saying. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.